Today in that said about Isaiah 53. Now, among Jewish people, it's believed that that Isaiah 53 is talking about Israel. But when I just look at one little verse there, it makes me ask one question. At verse 5, it says, "By his stripes we are healed." So, okay, Israel has suffered a lot in their national history in the world, have been the scapegoats for whatever problems have happened in Germany in the 30s, Russia in the 14th century with the Black Plague. But when I just read it, understand this, and understand history, it says, how can you say, by his stripes we are healed? Yeah, look at Russia over 100 years ago, raised its hands against the Jewish people in their country. And yet what happened later in a short time at the end of that decade, the second decade of the last century, the Tsar's regime fell. There was a democracy for a short time and then communist dictatorship for 75 years. And nothing really worked there. Communism didn't work, and they're still having their problems. And eventually Russia is going to join with some other nations in the region and raise their hand against Israel and be defeated soundly. Germany in the 1930s raised their hands against the Jewish people. And what happened after that? Germany, for most half of the last century, was a divided country. So how can you really connect those statements? That by his stripes we were healed, but was Germany healed in 1945? No. Russia? No. So what does it say? By his stripes we are healed. Okay, his stripes, meaning one person's stripes. This is referring to the Messiah, and not where the Jewish people have been the scapegoats for whatever's happened in the world. But God took one Jew and made him the scapegoat for all. Amen. Where it says that he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities, the chastisement of our peace was upon him. And by his stripes we are healed. That he bore the sins of many. He was made the scapegoat for all that we have done. So why don't you try to read your scriptures right correctly instead of trying to read something in them? Reading